Hey everybody, I'm Mark Rio, the real actor that was in this movie, Wall Street Manor Episode 3. We shot a new intro, brand new. They thought that the party didn't look sick enough and whack enough, so they re-wackified the party, and Julian Dome put out his booty for the whole world to see. So you're gonna enjoy that. Okay, so that's a vomit gag. That's actually Kevin Hinman in his underwear. He's one of the creators of the show.
I remember this clown was peeing in the jungle juice, and then...
Okay, I'm gonna reveal real secrets to you. You see that, girl? They bleeped that out because of me, because I don't like profanity. And I think that's supposed to be some drag cum on her mouth. Either that or it's vomit, I'm not really sure. My sister, Rachel Rio, was originally gonna play this role, but I was offended by the content, so I told her that she couldn't do it. And I told my mama about it. She said, you can't do it, Rachel. So they got this other woman to come. She's actually a real prostitute. They found her in the yellow pages, hookers.com. Okay, so now the episode's really kicking off. That's Scott Leonard, he drinking a beer. He slipped on a prophylactic. Somebody was using that probably to sodomize Julian Duan, whose ass you saw in the beginning. That was a real ass. That was new footage for this DVD only of Julian Duan, the filmmaker.
Big deal.
So that's a little secret. This is just a taste of some of the secret. That's me. There I am. That's not my real belly. They green screened in a little bit extra belly. I'm actually very trim. They did that in post.
Why are you still drinking?
Because I'm probably an alcoholic.
Let's draw.
The actor Scott Leonard, he was actually drinking during this entire shoot. I remember that for real. And he was like, and that shoot, that took 28 hours total. And he was getting very drunk by the end of it. And I said, hey, maybe I should put lemonade in your beer instead or something, instead of real beer. And he was like, no, I'm Scott Leonard. What do you know about acting? You're just Mark Rio from college. And he got so drunk, he got very unruly. And he started taking the Lord's name in vain, and everyone got really offended.
He's white.
Guys, we need to figure out who this guy is.
So in this episode, I play a dead person. And that was a lot of hard work for me, because I'd never died before. And I'm a method actor, which is, for those of you not in the business, it means an actor who doesn't break character. He just plays. So I was acting dead the whole time. I went to a shaman and experienced my own death. I OD'd on this medicinal medicine called ayahuasca, and I went through this trip, you know, and by the end of it, I died. And I was legally dead for about 5 hours. And then when I came back, I thought, boy, now I know how to play this role. I know what it's like to be dead. I went through the pearly gates. I saw the light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm ready. And that's a snafu. That blanket, you can see, it's in some shots because they didn't want me to get straw on me. So they put that blanket there, and some shots it's there, and some shots it's not. So that's a little blooper for you attentive audience members.
Maybe someone slipped him a roofie.
That actress, her name, see, that no blanket. Her name, Tori Fritz. They actually got her. She was on the set of a soap opera called Days of Our Wives. It was a Days of Our Lives lesbian spin-off show. And she quit that show for this show.
Dead. All dead.
All right, you guys, this is gonna be crazy right here. Check this out. So when we originally shot this episode, we had this whole scene missing, and then when we shot it for when we screened it for some test audiences, they were like, we don't get it. So it originally just cuts from this dead bit, and then it goes to all the Ghostbusters stuff. But then we thought, well, for continuity's sake, let's shoot this thing about them talking about, worrying about how he's dead, because it gives it more arc. But we had to go back and shoot this again, and the Wall Street Manor house wasn't available at the time, so we had to go shoot on the set of That's So Raven, and we built it up to look like the Wall Street Manor set. And Julian Duan and Kevin couldn't make it that day, so they gave me the camera. They were like, Mark Rio, you shoot this scene. And I was like, okay. But rather than all these individual shots, I thought, let's just spin around and we'll get everybody in there. So anybody out there who's making movies, I am a cameraman as well. I'm a cameraman, I'm an actor, a communications major at Long Beach City College. I do modeling. You can find me on the website at #.markrio.url, and then you can come in and find me.
Ghostbusters?
Is it?
Yeah.
I never saw the movie Ghostbusters. I didn't get this joke. The dude points thing is an inside joke between Julian Duane and Joel Sanchez, and they used to do this thing back when they were in college called dude points. And they would get dude points for doing all kinds of crazy things, like peeing out fires while they were camping, or knifing a hobo in the street, you know. And the crazier the challenge was, the more dude points they would get. You know, pooping in a prostitute's mouth, you know, and they would accrue these dude points different ways.
Mexican Sailor Moon. She wanted me to put one in her crater. And then I saw this guy, Mark Rio. And I liked his jacket, so I complimented it.
Hey, dude, I'm gonna compliment your jacket.
Suck a man, Jackie Chan. Okay, so they made me say that line. The original line I wanted to say was "suck a penis, Jackie Weenus," and they're like, "That's not as good as this other line." So they came up with this other line on the spot for me to say, and that was really hard for me to do because I memorized script a certain way. I'm not good at improvisation, so they had to take that cut like 17 times because I kept getting it wrong. I kept saying "suck a penis, Jackie Weenus." Oh, look who just came into the set with me to help me record a commentary. Ladies and gentlemen, it's movie star George Clooney. Hey, George, what you doing? What you doing with that? Oh, nothing. I just want to give you a little massage. Oh, thanks, George Clooney. I'm just playing. That's me. Here's another secret that they don't want you to know. Scott Leonard, the actor who plays Scott Leonard, the character, is a dyed-in-the-wool Scientologist. And he came under fire. This episode came under fire because the original script had a lot of jokes at the expense of Scientology in it. A lot of like, L. Ron Hubbard this, and, you know, your mother that. And Scott was like, "I will not shoot this," and he stormed off to his trailer, closed the doors, and he would not come out. And then finally we were like, "Scott, it's okay. We took all the jokes out." But we put them all together in one big joke, and they actually turned that into the movie The Master, which is now up for the Oscar. Okay, check this out. They're going to show my neck right now. Let me explain okay, watch this. You see this? Special effect. I know you all think that I really got a dart in my neck. No, that's just movie magic.
Inebriated. You know it's illegal to buy alcohol for minors.
Shut up! It's flashback time!
Now, what many of you don't know is that Scott can't actually shout real words out of his mouth. That was all done in editing afterwards. We do that in post. That's what we say it in the movie world, in post. This is what, now watch, pay attention. This is all, you're gonna look to think maybe they cut away here. Nope, they didn't. One continuous shot. I don't think anything like this has ever been done before in the history of film. Those are Canadian beers. We actually filmed this entire scene in Canada. We got a free ride up to Canada from the Prime Minister of Canada. He invited us to go up, and we screamed and filmed to some Canadian test audiences, and apparently the humor didn't go over so much. But that's why you see all the guys with the big beards and the Viking caps. These are all Canadian actors. I thought that Scott was really going to put out his naked bottom for this shot, but he has some tattoos on his bottom they didn't want to reveal. It was his ex-girlfriend's name. He was afraid his real girlfriend. This is a real shot. I perform my own stunts, just like Jackie Chan, just like Tina Career, and all them other action movie stars. And it was a hard shot to do. This is also me. Anytime you see the camera spinning around, that's me. I shot that. Okay, that's all the major characters. There's Aaron Vanke.
So this is all Garrett's fault.
And they're going to blame it on the pedophile. Isn't that always the case?
Point fingers.
Okay. So, true stories. Hollywood Secrets revealed the way they got the actor who plays Garrett was because they wanted somebody who would be who would date an underage girl, but they couldn't find anybody who could really play that role well. And he's actually a registered sex offender, and he was just coming door to door, and he knocked on the door, and he said, "Hello, I'm new to the neighborhood, I've been offending people with my sex. I've been having sex with minors." And so they said, "Hey, you're perfect for the role," because they believe in realism on the Wall Street Manor set, strict realism.
I could get this.
Wait. I'll take the blame.
What?
I'm still a minor. I'll be out in less than a couple years.
No, you can't.
The worst punishment is like time
Hank
out.
didn't. He was what they call a method actor, and he didn't take off that beard for the entire set.
What, you're
That's a fake beard. That it's a facial prosthetic that they added on. He actually can't grow facial hair. He has no hair follicles in his face. That's a true story that you can only find out from this DVD commentary. Oh, and now wake up. But they think I'm a zombie. Okay, this is about to get real good. Watch this. This is when the real episode starts for me. So see, I come back. Now I'm back in the show. Okay? Boom! There it goes. Oh, and that's my real blood. We had to shoot that 27 times for me to shoot blood straight in his face. And I was actually getting blood transfusions the whole time. And I have a really rare blood type. So, okay, here we go. This is... Okay, what is that? What'd they do there? Okay, that can't be the end. That's like... Oh, no. They cut it out. Oh, man. Okay, you guys, there's a whole lot more of this they're not showing you, okay? I don't know why they cut it out. This is different than the version they sent me, okay? So what actually happens, this is the start of it, okay? Maybe it'll go, but, okay, so I come out of the trash can, and what the heck, man? Inky Bird, what does that even mean? Okay, I'm supposed to you're going to have to look at a black screen for a while because I got to explain this to you. So I come out of the trash can, and what happens next is I go on and I move in next door with them. There's like another 2 hours of this at least, you know, and I adopt these adorable twin daughters. And then we go on some crazy. I have some other wacky neighbors that come in. One of them's a Republican, the other one's a Democrat, and so it's like really political. There's a lot of humor that goes back and forth. It's a lot of situational comedy. And then the episode ends with I'm on my deathbed, and they come to me and they say, "Mark Rio, we always loved you." And each one of them, they give me a little gift in the palm of my hand. And Hank, what he gives me is a tooth from his childhood. And what Scott gives me is a beer can. He says, "I finally became sober." And and then they all give me this gift, and then I die, and then the camera follows me up into heaven, where there's just a lot of big-titted women, but they're also smart too. They have college education, so it's not just for their bodies. And then I swim in this sea of big-titted smart women forever. And that's how the episode's supposed to end. But then somebody, I don't know what they're thinking, they cut it out, you know, and that's bull. I don't curse very often, but that's some straight up bullshit. Yeah, I said it, you know. And I'm sorry that you had to hear it here on the DVD commentary, but that's whack is what that is. Mark Rio. Anyway, follow me on Twitter. Peace. I'm out of here.